finest in vinyl siding, rain gutters, overhangs, storm and replacement windows, even patios and decks, trust in the experts at Ultimate Siding and Gutters. In addition to being licensed and insured, our technicians are also friendly and courteous, performing hassle-free service and installation at affordable rates. Plus, we provide free estimates for commercial and residential structures. Our entire staff will exceed your expectations. For the ultimate in siding, gutters, and much more, call Ultimate Siding and Gutters today.
One area of our business where we impact the local communities pretty heavily is the school systems. So we work for school systems all over the northern part of the state of New Jersey. We operate their water systems, their wastewater systems. We do a lot of their permitting and compliance work, and we ensure that the water that the kids drink is clean. We go out and do the sampling to ensure that it's not contaminated. And we also treat the wastewater that's being generated at a lot of these facilities as well before it gets discharged to the environment. So we are supporting the local community through supporting the boards of education and the local school systems.
Welcome back, everyone. Simtrax Broadcasting coming to you live. We are none other than the Richmond International Raceway here. 3/4 of a mile we've got these guys racing on, and it's going to be a great one. If I've got to admit here, Stella, just taking a look at some of these guys practicing out here, which unfortunately we just saw Brandon Dunford absolutely rip his car to pieces. I believe that is Kynan back there as well.
In the back.
Yeah, and the 99 just absolutely obliterated his car. Hopefully that is not a bunch of what we're going to see here tonight. But regardless, this is going to be an awesome track here tonight, and we're going to look at a couple of other things as these guys get squared away out onto the track. Man, oh man, practice is finishing up. Qualifying will begin here shortly at Richmond. And I've been to this track. I don't know if you have, Stella, but it is a wild track, and I notice pit strategy comes into play here immensely. There's hardly any room for error, and sometimes within 30 to 40 laps, guys can end up being a lap down.
Oh, you bet. I mean, this is a 3/4 mile D-shaped oval track. The track's asphalt. They need to be careful coming into the pits because those pit stalls are concrete. So if they think they've got, the idea of when they're going to stop or how they're going to stop, it may change when it gets there. The banking on these turns is only 14 degrees, and your front stretch is only 8. So they're going to be having a lot to deal with those tires, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's no way you'll be able to blink an eye at all here at this track. And let's go ahead, while we're taking a look at Justice Murphy putting down some qualifying times, see what we're looking at here on the track and what we've got in store for you tonight. Right now, I am showing about 30 drivers locked and loaded for this track. We'll see how many are able to qualify and get out there. But 200 laps, stage break will be at 35. 5 sets of tires down in pit, and that 50% fuel limit. Once again, your lead producer here, Patrick Morrison, and Stellar Stella here as I broadcaster for the slurpsodas.com 200. And we got a wild one here with this being Richmond. The banking of the turns is so well, but the new design of this car and these low-profile tires are almost impossible to get this thing to rotate the way they want without them frying tires off. And somebody who went ahead and scuffed these tires perfectly, Justice Murphy, as he takes the top spot here immediately right during the qualifying mark.
Nice job.
Yeah, just as I say that, we go ahead and take that tower, mash it all to pieces up here, and now you can't hardly see a thing. But we are looking at Justice Murphy, Jeremy Burns, Grant Thorpe 1, 2, and 3, and Caleb Gilbert sitting in the 4th position. He's still moving around the track, trying to see if he can get another lap in. I believe he's already completed his. Nobody else out there on the track. Yeah, there we go. Logan Romney. Logan Romney hasn't set a time down just yet. We still have 3 minutes left of qualifying. Keep an eye on Logan Romney as he looks like he might be operating on some McDonald's Wi-Fi here. Might be having some trouble. Let's see if we can find Dylan Smoot out there. There he is. Dylan Smoot on the 92 Ford. Last thing you want to see is a guy blinking out there. Very, very tough. Already got a bunch of people out there on YouTube tuned in. Guys, appreciate you joining in. Don't forget, I do check the chat out there, so kind of blow it up. Let me know what you guys think. Taking a look at Smoot. Dylan Smoot, 12th position for him. Great move there. I know we are also talking about Alex Forget. Right now, I'm showing him 21st, but he is really on edge here tonight, Stella, as he might be fighting some electrical problems at home just due to storms.
Well, I'll tell you, that's not anything new to anybody on the East Coast these days.
Yeah, no
We've
kidding.
been getting some doozies of weather.
Yeah, that it is, but we have got Trevor Earhart here moving his way around the track. About another 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Earhart's finally getting out there. I would question if some of these guys have already loaded up out there, tried to burn off some of that fuel to get a little bit of an edge here at Richmond. But with this being a short track, that is probably not going to be it. Look at Kynan out there. No, come on, man. Don't say no. What are you doing? All right, Sonny posting out there saying, let's go Burns back-to-back. That does bring up a wonderful idea. Stella, as you were producing last week, Jeremy Burns actually got his second win there at the Circuit of the Americas. And really, this Trevor Earhart was actually one of the favorites to win it. But he did not, unfortunately. I believe it was Jeremy Burns came first, and Justice Murphy was in the second spot.
Yep, sure did. It was an interesting race. I mean, it was hard to find and catch all the guys all the time, as spread out as they got. But we tried to make it work.
All right, taking a look out there. John Fike, we got a little peek of him there. We haven't seen John Fike all year, so this will finally be his chance to put some times down, and that may do it for most of our drivers. Talk about an upset. We were looking at Justice Murphy setting that top time. He has now been moved down to fourth as Tay McDonald, Travis Gilbert, and Trevor Earhart. I guess if your name starts with a T, you're going to start in the top three. Yeah, you like that little rhyme there, didn't you? All right, let's go ahead and get this kind of squared away. While we've got a little bit of time here, let's take a look at our championship points. You would think Jeremy Burns with 2 wins would have it here, but 191 is where he sits for third. Caleb Gilbert sits first with his consistency. He moves up and stays in that front running spot, but Trevor Earhart moves in a second, only down by 1 point. So this is really going to be a tight run here for the rest of this night. We'll take a little look at this later on in the night and kind of see where your favorite driver is, where these guys are ending up. But talk about Robert Rader, 13th position for him. So good job sticking it out there at COTA, trying to run these guys down, but nothing can do. Confidence is nothing this week. Well, Kynan, you were going to have to try something fierce, man. We got to keep battling. And Kristen out there going saying, go Israel. We'll see how Jeffrey Israel starting in the number 5 position. But as these guys get loaded onto the track, Stella, why don't we go ahead and take them through our starting grid here tonight at the slurpsodas.com 200.
All right. You want me to take off with it?
You take off the front 12. I think that sounds pretty good here tonight.
Oh, that's cool and new. Okay, well, Tay McDonald has the pole in his number 73 car for Go Broke Racing. Travis Gilbert, also Go Broke Racing, is in second next door. Trevor Earhart in third. Justice Murphy brings in fourth for BDE. And Jeffrey Israel, oh, look, he has a fan out there in chat, is in the 5th place. Trevor Keith in 6th. Jeremy Burns in 7th. Grant Thorpe in 8th. Caleb Gilbert in the 54 for Element X Racing in 9th. Robert Rader in 10th, also for Element X. It's kind of neat how they get side by side here. Nick Alves is in 11th in his 24 car, and Blake Cook in 12th place.
Starting row number 7 will be Brandon Dunford, followed by Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is actually the favorite to win here tonight, so he's going to be trying very hard in that slurp machine out there, that 14 number Ford, so watch out for him in 14th. Zach Hanna, brand new driver to start, number 15th next to Dylan Smoot, another rookie here in this racing league. Kynan Jones out there blowing up my chat. Definitely, man, you've got to start racing. So our fellow Aussie out there in the 99 starting in the 17th position with Buddy Wreckage. Ted Wreckage starting in the 18th position with a Fast Racing Network. Let's see how well he can do out there. But he'll be in front of Parker Johnston, the 19. Jacob Sirkovich into 20th. Wayne Lowe, very low spot for him to be actually starting, 21st. And Kevin Orlando, really kind of been in a bit of a slump lately as the win has been stripped from him at Atlanta, 22nd where he'll be. John Fike starting 23rd, Christopher Berger in the 24th. And that's going to round out the rest of our field with Greg Wood, Logan Romney, Alex Forget, Brandon Richardson, and Jackson Lomax. 29 drivers I've got out here onto the track ready to go. And I had 30, but I don't think we were able to squeeze one last one in there, Stella, and we almost had them. But no can do, as I think some technical problems have knocked one of our drivers out.
Well, I'll tell you, it's still one heck of a packed field to put 30 out there, or 29, being what it is. And then you do that on 3/4 of a mile, we're going to have some action.
Absolutely. The pace car will head around one more time, and these guys are going to be locked and loaded and ready to go. I would probably guess, you know, a lot of these guys and the way these drivers are looking at this track, it is going to be 100% pit strategy. If these guys decide to only take 2 tires and it's a success, it may be the change of the race. And right now I expect to see drivers like Raider sitting right now in that 53 Ford back here. He's going to be trying to move his way up to the front. We know Kynan Jones, he has an opportunity here, but he's got so many drivers to fight through. He's got at least half the field to battle through. Logan Romney, he's been doing really well here lately, but a little bit of blinking could cause some trouble for him here tonight. And expect Ted Rekich to have no fear and send cars 3 wide into each and every turn. But Tay McDonald and Travis Gilbert will be starting next to each other. And you want to talk about Tay McDonald. He is already locked into the playoffs. Let's get ready to get this one going. Green flag is out. Tay McDonald, here we go, as the number 22 of Travis Gilbert looking like he's rocking a Joey Logano scheme. Hopefully he ends up in the wall, because I am not a fan of that paint scheme here tonight. Tay McDonald getting away here. Trevor Earhart on the inside. Now it looks like Travis Gilbert may be in a little bit of a pinch. Outside line seems to be the more favorable one here, seeing how low profile these tires are, but no problems here as we rotate through the field. Not too bad. Taking a look at Grant Thorpe, he's lost a position on the outside. Big time moves here on the inside. We're taking a look at the Mountain Man, number 9, sitting there, and right behind him, the 54, our points leader, Caleb Gilbert. We got smoke.
Yes, we do. 53 also just touched the wall, seeing what was happening down there on the infield.
Yeah, I think Travis Gilbert may have just Bennett here. Travis Gilbert went down into the wall. Let's take a quick peek and see what happened here. Travis Gilbert. Oh, you saw Gilbert sliding a little bit. Earhart gave him a little nudge, and that done it. All right, no yellow flag. Let's get back underway. Let's see where Trevor Earhart is. Right now, Earhart is behind by a little bit. A little more tower here. Yeah, Earhart 3/4 of a second behind Tay McDonald, and we are underway. We aren't even 5 laps into this thing. We got guys bumping and banging, moving a couple positions. Brandon Dunford's moved up too, and Nick Alves has moved up too. But speaking of Nick Alves, look at where he is. Right now, he's in the danger zone as he's got Robert Raider on the outside and Grant Thorpe in front. But Brandon Dunford backing him up with his Toyotas, kind of leaving him a little bit of room because he might sense trouble.
Yeah, well, with 200 laps, I think they have time to leave themselves a little bit of room here. But I'll tell you, Grant Thorpe's got a fan out there. Blake Simpson is piping up.
All right, well, hopefully we can see how well he does. Still setting records on the track. Tay McDonald with a 22:48 last lap and still pulling away. I would guess that, yes, he is going to be able to pull away, but how long will those tires last and still give these guys that amount of speed that they need later on in the run? Jeremy Burns trying to see if he could take a little more favorable route, working on the right there in front of the fuel calculator of Grant Thorpe in the 77. Robert Raider sitting 9th, still looking toward the outside as well, trying to see if he can follow him. Raider gets loose. So Raider having a little bit of trouble out there. Ted Rekich, I could have guessed it, and I called it. He's already up 4 positions, sitting 14th. So big-time moves by him, and I don't think we're going to really see any chat out there from the Fast Racing Network from Ted Rekich. I think he's going to have a whole handful of wheel heading around here at Richmond.
Whew. Yeah, he's definitely makes himself his presence known.
All right, there's our first caution. I believe Christopher Berger may have bent it here in the 36 Chevrolet. Around he goes. We can see the tire streaks. So that couldn't have been very good for Christopher Berger. Down pit road he comes.
So what do you think our window is looking at as far as tires tonight? I'm figuring the guys are not going to come down with 200 laps to go and only 9 completed to do tires.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Right now, I think Christopher Berger's probably changed some tires now to try to get rid of some of that flat spotting. I don't know if something happened out there he didn't like. Maybe he can make a quick adjustment here and try to figure out what he needs to do to get that race car back on track here. It's not looking too good. But we'll pop back, and I'll answer your question here in just a second. Let's take a look at see what happened to Christopher Berger here. Yeah, looked like he got loose coming out too. Oh no! He is not the only one. Jackson Lomax with a huge hit here. Right now, 2 drivers from TriStar E Motorsports may have just taken each other out here.
That is bad news for that team.
Yeah, right now that means Grant Thorpe and Blake Cook really need a solid finish here tonight. Got a couple of drivers that are considering coming down pit. Travis Gilbert with his spin out earlier. He's on his way down. And Kynan Jones on his way down. Looks like a little fuel and go for him. I can't blame him. That may actually be his leg up here, is just having that little extra. Now, I would assume, Stella, looking at how this is, the way this race could be set up, they should be able to make it to the stage, obviously not needing fuel. I would probably guess we're going to be around that 51 to 60 mark before they're going to need fuel. So this should really stretch out really far here before they have to come down to pit.
Yeah, I was looking much more concerned with the tire situation.
Yeah, with 5 delay, it's hard to say. Some of these guys may just take right side tires to straighten this car up and allow it to get, to stay tight through the turn, but allow the left side to slip a little bit to help them rotate through. I know, talking a quick chat there with Michael Bennett, he is actually, he's won the NIS race, which is actually a full-length simulation of Richmond, and won it. So that's why I think Michael Bennett may have the leg up here. Unfortunately, he's down here in 13th. I would love to see him really hovering around the 8th place before he tries to kind of short pit, kind of short attack here. But he's got a lot of work to do. I mean, he's already moved up 1 position. He hasn't been in any trouble. So everything's looking pretty solid here for Michael Bennett in the slurp machine here. So I believe there may be a chance we could probably actually take a look at Michael Bennett here tonight. I believe he is loaded up for us with the slurp machine here.
There he is.
Yeah, right now he is actually, it is actually a business venture he's making, taking on in Phoenix, Arizona. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I talked to him and he said he's in Colorado.
I am so confused.
But he said you can go to slurpsodas.com on the website, and it should be up and running, and you can learn more about them. Right now, Michael Bennett will be starting on the outside on this restart.
And thank you for sponsoring tonight's race.
Yeah, no kidding. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to him in a podium position. But right now, Tay McDonald, Jeffrey Israel, and Trevor Earhart hold that position as Tay McDonald gets taken off once again here for the green flag. And really, once these guys bunch up here, Stella, this is when I think things get sketchy. Look at Grant Thorpe. Look underneath the Trevor Keith there in the number 15. Try to make a sneak to send it 3 wide, but no can do. Tay McDonald's going to pull off with this one once again. Half a second lead, so that restart worked beautifully for him. Right in that Geico restart zone, and look at the field. What a battle this is going to be out here. I can't find not a good place here on the track to find where these guys won't be. Look at that.
Yeah, 3 wide here at this track, with it being 60 feet wide. That's rough. You're going to be using some of that apron.
Absolutely, and definitely looking at how these guys are coming around the track, getting a little kind of a sky view here of Jeffrey Israel in that number 6, trying to see if he can move it just a little bit. Caleb Gilbert is pouring on the coal here, really starting to pressure him right on that rear bumper. If these guys have chances of getting close enough, chances of downforce being lost off that rear bumper, and it might end up swiping out these drivers and having a very, very hard time of staying connected. So that may be some of the thing. That's not great. Yeah, that may be some of the thing we're seeing getting loose between Jackson Lomax there and Christopher Berger, and that contact we saw there. Right now, I already see in the chat Lomax saying, "You got to be kidding! His team has been killed." Right now, they still got a couple drivers out there. Grant Thorpe is sitting 7th, and Blake Cook is in 12th. So things happen. I mean, it's racing. There's nowhere you can really be and not get in any sort of trouble. But I want you to take a look here at Rader and Jeremy Burns racing side by side. Now, I think their rivalry has been squashed as of last year, but looking forward a few positions, Caleb Gilbert is actually leading their team, sitting 4th. So right now, this is huge. Team BDE is sitting 3rd. So this has got to be feeling fantastic. And Tire Slayer Racing with Trevor Earhart is now sitting 2nd. So, I'm wondering what it's going to take to kind of break this field up. You know, we're back under green, and we're 6 laps into this thing. And, I mean, we're looking at drivers like, I mean, I'm not picking on him. Logan Romney, I mean, he's back here almost six seconds now. John Fike, he's 6.5 seconds off pace. So these guys got a lot of work to do, especially here in the back. And the only way I can see doing it, other than racing, is it's got to be pit strategy.
Yeah.
Kevin Orlando up 6 positions now in his 27 Starry Ford here, now sitting 16th. I think he may have a grudge against some of these people. And you really got to question here, Stella. You know, when you kind of see what happened and kind of how that boiled down in that last run there at Atlanta, you know, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. And I think it's going to take a long time to get that worn off for Kevin Orlando to not really kind of have a target on everybody right now, that anybody in front of him is now an enemy. He's got to now get another win, as his playoff hopes have been kind of stripped away from him. It was, you know, they did take it by the rules. The admin team did kind of, you know, squeeze down on that, take a quick peek, see what happened, why it ended up that way, and then they made, you know, it was a collective decision by at least 6 or 7 guys. So it wasn't just a one-person says all. And right now, Kevin Orlando has got to get another win. I would probably pick him for the favorite at Bristol Dirt. I raced with Kevin Orlando in the Dirt Series, and he's extremely tough. But Kevin Orlando's got a lot to prove here, as you see him taking a ride behind Dylan Smoot here in that 92 Ford, starting to push him a little bit. And I don't think he likes how Smoot is backing up this turn so much. He's definitely trying to figure out a way to seesaw around him. As you see, you know, Kevin Orlando hot into the turn. Now you see him a lot slower into the turn, trying to figure out another way to get around Smoot. There he goes. Sticks the nose, only got a fender on him now, and now he's trying to peek around. There it is. Yeah. Right now, Kevin Orlando still working on this. Right now, hard charger of the race. That'll be his 7th position gained since this one. A couple of drivers matched up with him. Greg Wood Jr., he's a brand new driver here as well in the 67 Toyota. He seems to be working. I like that paint job. Love it. 67 Matco Tools Toyota out there, and Zach Hanna right behind him in that 87 Toyota. So I'm wondering if these guys will drum up a new team out here. That would be great to see. But taking a look at it, you know, from this angle here, Stella, and oh no,
That's not good.
34 of Wayne Lowe is around, facing the field. Man, I can't believe
that'll bring out a caution.
It will. Second caution here of the night. That will not qualify with inside. Taking a look back out there in the chat, looks like James Napier is out there. Hey.
Yeah.
Check that out, dude. Glad to see you out here. Big Show driver. Hope to see y'all at the end of the month. I hope so too, man. I think you guys are getting loaded up for Michigan.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you work on those qualifying days, boy. Practice.
Yeah, definitely got to keep that in mind. Try to keep these guys slowed down a little bit. I know I'd say practice, but some of these guys have, have a hard time, especially when they are finishing right there at the end. All right, let's take a look at it here. Boy, I don't know. We might have to get another angle of this. Let's see if we can pop something. What do you, let me see. Let me see, says the blind man. Here we go. Let's take another spotter look at it. Trying to see if we can find a good angle of kind of how this, who comes across whose nose here.
Yeah, I'd like this angle, but I'd like it kind of up further. Ooh.
There we go. Oh, no. 34 came down. Yep. I think he started looking right in front of him. And it looked like he was trying to set up Smoot there and had no idea the 67 was there. And we're kind of noticing this.
I'm impressed, though. 67 held the line. Oh.
Yeah, taking a look out there. Uh-oh. I think Parker also got it.
Yes. Well, he's getting a little squirrely.
Yeah, but he looks like he saves it.
All right. Nice driving, people. What do you always call it? Good wreck avoidance.
All right, see if we can get this one back live. We'll see if we can consider entertaining Macy Taylor out there. I'll try to square that away and see exactly what you're talking about here. We are taking a look at Wayne Lowe in the 34 Chevrolet, and now down to the 24th position. I know a lot of these guys do try hard out here. Some slight mistakes, and I was talking earlier about how some of these guys do come down on the nose there. And I would probably guess, just looking at, some of these spotter applications that you see aren't signifying to the driver that somebody's there. I have been noticing that a lot lately, even with the new iRacing update and these new Gen 4s coming out. Guys will have a fender, if not a bumper, on somebody and actually rotate down, and the spotter is never saying anything is happening. So it becomes really, really hard for the driver when you depend on the spotter when to make your moves, and when you go to move or make that turn, it just doesn't happen. But you did see kind of how that 34 rotates down just a little bit here and has a whole lot of trouble there. But Tay McDonald still in the lead here. No one has pit right now above the 20th position.
Okay.
So Tay McDonald still in the lead. Justice Murphy sitting second. Trevor Earhart and Caleb Gilbert 3 and 4. Jesus. I guess we got a Joey Logano fan out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Punctuation is a wonderful thing.
All righty. Let's go ahead and keep this on the track.
Yep.
Let's keep this one going. Tay McDonald now set number 1. Justice Murphy second, and here we go. Right now, I'm wondering if that 12 and 21, going to try to do something a little different here to catch Tay McDonald. I'm expecting to see the caution break here pretty soon. Sitting at lap 35, so it's going to be a quick shootout. Tay McDonald's got to hold it out front here to stay getting away. Man, right now, Robert Rader leads the league in an amount of playoff points he has, but has yet to win a race here so far. So he's got a lot of work left to do here, but let's keep going.
Well, there's nothing wrong with getting in on points. We saw some of the gentlemen make it a long way in that playoff last season and not coming in with a win.
All right. Take a look. Here we go out there. Coev saying, let's go Burns. Yep, we're going to hopefully see how Burns does. Right now, sitting 8th. A couple more laps to go. Tay McDonald still leading this one. And this race has been all Tay McDonald. So far, so good here out of Tay. Right now, he's been having kind of a drought here lately of how he's been kind of racing around the track. He hasn't been able to get that lucky break. Tay McDonald here still leading. He's got a couple more laps to get this stage win, and I know it's exactly what he's looking for. Keep in mind, Racing Revolution does require them to finish lap 35 and then the top 10 to make it past the line. So far, so good. I wouldn't want to take a peek there. Is he paddle shifting? And may or may not be. Right now, Tay McDonald's still in the lead here, 35.
Cannot tell if he's shifting with his paddles or if he's using buttons for talking.
Yeah, he might be. But he's working around here. Lap 35. And yeah, he's going to bring home the stage win here. Fantastic job here by Tay McDonald. Wow, this is exactly the kind of break Tay needs. He's been kind of, like I said, he's been in the slump. He has been awarded the playoff win from the Atlanta run. But now he's got to have that sigh of relief because he has a stage win here at Richmond. What a wild track this has been. All right. Tay McDonald doing an awesome job here. Trevor Earhart now sitting still in second. Justice Murphy's moved up a position, sitting third. Right now, Jeffrey Israel unfortunately has dropped out of the top 10, sitting 11th. But now with with pit lanes getting ready to heat up here, what happens? Where do they kind of pour this in just a little bit? Where do these guys lean to get that extra advantage here? Because some of these guys are kind of getting toppled over, and others continuing to work on through. And
do you think that splash and go that Kynan did will come into play here at all?
Not when everybody's pitting.
Okay.
Not right now. Right now, I think this may kind of ruin him here. And as we talk about that, Kynan.
See, I figured he might try to take a couple laps extra.
Well, he may have to stay back out there to get back onto the lead lap. I think Kynan Jones is down about 4 laps here.
Ah.
We had a bunch of problems out there. I know it's showing me back here on lap 19 that Logan Romney had a problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, looked like he may have smacked the wall there.
Oop. Just a bit.
Clink. Yeah, might have been fighting that car all night here.
Yeah, unless he has the time to be able to make a good repair, the aerodynamics is going to be all off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Looking at it back out there in the chat, Napier is saying if you shift down to 4th and hit 5 coming off the turns, they'll give you the launch off the turns, but it can burn your tires off. You're 100% correct. You know, that will happen. I'm just wondering if Tay was doing that to make sure he stays out front and gets that stage win. Tay actually came down 4 tires and fuel, but unfortunately he has dropped down to 6th position.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm wondering what happened. I wonder if he slid past his box. Almost a 52-second pit stall time for here from Tay.
Oh.
Yeah, which really rotates Trevor Earhart up as he had just under a 48-second pit stall time.
That's almost pit lane time on some of these tracks.
Yeah.
To be a pit stall time, that's a lot.
Yep. Trevor Earhart will be the one getting on the way here. Pace car lights are still on. I believe next time around, don't forget the choose cone rule. They are putting that into effect, so these guys have got to figure out what lane they want to be in. And our points leader, Caleb Gilbert, sitting second. I expect him probably to try to slide underneath Earhart here and kind of take it away from him. Kind of want to probably undercut him here, if not follow right. I don't see him falling behind him. I think that's what I'm getting at. They're very difficult to see what happens. Terry, I'm so dude.
Nice timing.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Trevor Earhart finally getting some time here in the light, getting the lead. Yeah, inside line. Now they've got to make that line mark. If they don't call it here, that's going to be tough. Some of these guys have got to watch where they pick as they come past that line.
Yeah, this is definitely a new phenomenon for me. I mean, depending on what everybody in front of you has picked up, I mean, you can gain or lose position on a restart due to this choose cone.
Travis Gilbert here now will be starting in about the 20th position here in the back, so he'll be fighting his way back up front after that after that spin out he had earlier. So we'll see the number 22 continue his charge back to the front. But right now, who's charging now? Trevor Earhart and Justice Murphy in the front row, and they're going to see if they can get it going here as we're back under green. 3 wide back here. Nick Alves is the meat of the sandwich. Right now, 56 underneath of him. We got 4 wide. Tay McDonald, and something's going on here in the back.
I saw smoke.
Tay McDonald may be serving a drive-through penalty here. I think Blake Cook may have been one of our guys around. No, caution is out. We stay under green. Here we go as we rotate back up front. Taking a look at Trevor Keith here in the 15 Ford, trying to see if he can get in position. Outside line, so he's trying to put the moves here on Parker. Parker in the 48 Chevrolet, now sitting 6th, so he's seeing if he can rotate on through. Right now, Parker's been on a good roll, about looking for that 14th position, but he's now down to 13th. Oh, no! As the 15 is turned around, and now we're going to see everybody getting wrecked. Look out.
Oh, yeah.
15 locks it down. Wow.
Well, then we will have time to answer the question out there in the chat that is asking about Burns' pit time.
Yes, Jeremy Burns did have a 25.6 second pit stall time.
Not hateful.
No, but he was fixing damage, and when it comes down to a matter of seconds, he was about 8 to 10 seconds slower than everybody else. So Jeremy Burns is way back here, sitting 19th now. Some of these guys are coming down to fix. So Trevor Keith on his way down. Blake Cook, he's been down in pit road. He's got some work to do here.
Yeah, so, Keith had a good run last week. It's a shame he's getting knocked around today.
Yeah, looking really, really bad for some of the drivers. Let's take a look back at those championship points here and see where everybody is ending up. I was going to say, I think we had either a Joey Logano fan or a Travis Gilbert fan out there. Travis Gilbert is sitting 14th. Show him as the 341 from last year, but still trying to battle that here. But, Travis Gilbert trying to do his best out here. I know he's really working on it. Right now he's in 11th, but we'll see after the choose cone rule where he ends up out here on the track and see what, kind of where the tumble up happens. We're starting to see the points spread here. Right now Tay McDonald's sitting 21st, right above that 100 point cutoff here. Some drivers who are not here tonight. Matthew Robinson, who's sitting 15th. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Christopher Schaefer is not out here tonight either. So these points are going to shuffle up really, really crazy here in the following weeks. Yeah, I know, Terry, out there. Glad I got you out there, Terry. Terry, I made a joke earlier in the podcast. I know that you are a little early here to the broadcast here, and I made a joke about Travis Gilbert and his Joey Logano paint scheme. And I said I think it would be great to see Joey Logano put it in the wall. Just because I've seen Logano race pretty aggressive out there, and unfortunately Travis Gilbert he made contact. I don't know who did it. Him and Trevor Earhart made contact and Travis Gilbert ended up falling way back, so almost from the second place down to 11th, battling to get back up front. And I think somebody got a little sore on that. So it's all in good fun. I've talked to Travis Gilbert multiple times and his Vet to Track sponsorship that he does. Travis Gilbert is a fantastic guy to talk to, and especially with all the things that he has going on. So it's all in good fun. I'm telling you, I race with these guys sometimes on the weeks, and we just try to square everything away. I know we can't please everybody out there, but I assure you we are not the only channel running. Trevor Earhart now leading this one. Justice Murphy now sitting second. Robert Rader. I'm waiting to see when we're going to get a win out of this guy. Right now, I know Chapman Environmental Services really had their eyeball on that 53 Ford, trying to see when he's coming for the lead. He says he's been doing everything he can to figure out what it's going to take to get a win here, and he says, I don't know. He says he's been trying each and every week, trying to find just that little edge. Where can he figure out how to get in? How can he figure out how to get some speed? Where can he find out how to get, up and get a solid place here? And
he's made a very nice choice just now.
Yeah, outside line, and right now I think him and Trevor Earhart are really going to have a battle out here. The 21's going to get the jump. Justice Murphy may slide underneath that 53, but watch what happens here. This may be a wild and crazy move because Rader and Earhart respect each other, but when it comes to racing and it comes to winning, it may be a different story. So let's see how these guys duke it out here as the pace car is going around. Choose cone rule. We are not starting again. Looks like we're having one more time around here. Looks like something might have happened. I don't see where RC said there is a problem out there, so it looks like they're going to try one more time and try to pass this one through.
Yeah, I was just saying how many races have we seen where Rader just gets such a takeoff? And now with him choosing the outside line, it gives him that front row opportunity that should be golden. Opportunity for him. Yeah, speaking of golden opportunity right now, we obviously have somebody out there really paying attention. James Napier, you were really watching this one, and I like the way you think. Kevin Orlando's still looking at a 14 position gain here. He's now top 10. So he is coming on strong, so we'll keep an eye on the 27. But first, Earhart and Rader on the restart. Pace car is off. Barney's throwing his shoulder out, and away we go. Wow.
Yeah, Earhart gets an insane jump. Right now, he's able to start straight while everybody gets going on the turn. Now, Justice Murphy's on the inside and seeing if they can get a little more going here.
You called that one.
Yeah, so it's going to be the two of them. Raiders got to overcome Justice Murphy first to get back down to Earhart. That's always the
Nick
beauty
Alves.
of being able to have that first shot.
Oh, Nick Alves is having some connection problems, something fierce.
Yeah, Nick Alves does have some connection problems every once in a while. Hopefully it doesn't continue as they wrap around the turn. Here they come. Pretty good here so far. I know everybody else is duking it out. I do want to keep this battle for second place here. Justice Murphy really working him, trying to keep that 53 car toward the top. Right now, Justice Murphy kind of let him go on by. I think Justice Murphy might have had the line, but yeah, if you think about tire conservation here, this may be exactly what Justice Murphy wants to do, is kind of wear this one off just a little bit. Let Raider kind of burn these tires off, because there's a pretty good chance here that we may see a long run here for the next 50 to 60 laps or so.
That would be excellent.
All right, battle for the lead. Raiders got it. Right now he's got rotating on through. Raider now has the lead. He's going to get himself a lead lap here. Right now, you see him back up that turn almost to make Trevor Earhart check up. Oh, my God. I almost say that was purposeful there. Already looking to see Raider. Terry, it does not look like he needs a lucky shirt.
I tell you, though, Raider, as Earhart, why not? At lap 55 here, why take the chance of Raider, trying to get past you, accidentally dinging you, you dooring you or something like that. Let him by and stay right up with him. Now he's the target.
It very well could be the idea of what they're doing here. Rotating on back through the field, looking at Brandon Richardson here, up 15 positions, sitting 13th. So 29 Chevrolet still working it here. Alex Forget sitting right behind him, but Forget, oh yeah, rubs a little bit of that Toyota up against him there and lets him know he's there. Get out of my way, he says. So Alex Forget in that 19 Toyota, here he comes. Inside line right now, he's trying to keep on the move. He's past half the field already. He's looking for one more. But obviously, the farther you get up in the field, it's going to be much harder to find out where that right spot is. Forget now putting on the pressure, letting the tires eat here, and he's really starting to knock some of that life off as he passes him. And he's now after Dylan Smoot. Smoot now behind him. Wow, right now, as Forget has been on a roll, as he's now up 15 positions, and Michael Bennett's next on his list.
Yeah, but Tay McDonald's hanging on his bumper there. He's trying to get himself back up into the top 10.
Yeah, Tay McDonald's still working. Has a lot of work to do here. I would say, you kind of seeing how the snowball just keeps going here. He had a bad pit stop, rotated back to 6th, and now, unfortunately, Tay McDonald's dropped down to 13th. Now, I would say Tay McDonald has done something no one else has. He pit back on lap 45 for a fuel and go. He sacrificed a little more time out there to kind of really put on a different, kind of a different idea, kind of a different, an opportunity, because he's going to be able to extend his run 5 to 6 laps longer than everybody else. And if you think about it, how does Raider win some of his races? All on pit strategy. It's not just out front, but Raider out front by 3/4 of a second here. And when Raiders got fresh air, he's able to pull away. And I believe it was season 1. Boy, talk about yanking that back. I think he won that race by almost 14 seconds.
At this track?
That's Charlotte Motor Speedway. So I'm just what I'm saying is Raiders got any opportunity here. As we take a look kind of from above, the distance Raider is putting on Trevor Earhart. Earhart's still trying to hold him here, but is losing precious tenths each and every turn. So Earhart's got to keep it. Earhart may be trying to play the long game here, and I can't blame him at all, to kind of let the race come to him here, as Earhart is now getting the separation, unfortunately, from Raider. Brandon Dunford has moved up into 3rd, and Justice Murphy back where he originally started this race, down into 4th. Everybody else moving up here so far in the top 5. Caleb Gilbert being that, right now in that 54 Ford, now sitting 5th. Kevin Orlando still continuing his charge. Right now, almost the hard charger of the race, sitting up 16 positions. The only person to get higher than that is Alex Forget, up 17 as he breaks into the top 10 here. Tay McDonald is following right along. Now, Tay McDonald was leading some of the fastest laps here on the track. His fastest time there with a 22:48, and I have yet to see anybody beat that time.
22:48 with an in-lap race, that's impressive. Fastest in-lap race at this track is only a 21.85.
That's not too bad, and this is actually
No.
this is a fixed setup lead.
Ah, okay.
So these guys could make the adjustments to fix them and make them faster. I'm sure Tay McDonald would love to do that as they catch back up to Ted Reckich here. You see Ted Reckich out here still moving along. Ooh, man, Ted Reckich is under fire now. Right now, Tay McDonald's going to hold down the 19 and pinch him behind Ted Reckich, who's obviously lack of speed here. But they make a quick move, get around, looks like the 96 of Jackson Lomax as they continue on through. Lomax back into the wall, and unfortunately, TriStar E-Motorsports, just the woes continue here. But a lot of work left for these guys to do. I definitely hate to see TriStar Motorsports kind of end up on the wrong foot here. But with short track racing, it gets harder and harder every week. As next week, you know where we are, Stella?
Next week? Yes. We're on the dirt.
Oh, yeah, man. Nothing better than taking a $250,000 car and jamming the mud in the wheels.
Oh, it will be the All About Bugs 125 at Bristol.
All right, and I'm sure we'll see Justice trying his best up there as Justice Murphy gets back into third place. Brandon Dunford may have had a problem later on in the run there. So Justice Murphy now up to third. Travis Gilbert, check this out. Travis Gilbert back into seventh, and only 5 positions down from where he originally started. This guy's on a roll. Right now,
he's way back there for a bit.
Yeah, if you consider it right now, if Travis Gilbert can keep out in front of Tay McDonald, he might have a chance of winning this thing. He is still the fastest guy out there on the track. With a 23:29 last lap. He's still the fastest guy out there. If Travis Gilbert can stay out in front and not let Tay McDonald up toward the front, via cautions or some pit stop strategy here, Travis Gilbert may have the opportunity to win this one and take that 22-4 to victory lane.
Yeah, you know who I'm missing in the top 10 though is Nick Alves. He has dropped way back.
Yeah, Nick Alves all the way down here to 19th position, still having a lot of trouble out here. Not quite sure what exactly is going on here. Nick Alves, he did have a 15-second pit stop time back on lap 37, so I can't say he had any sort of trouble here. But let's talk about Performance Motorsports here. Nick Alves, Michael Bennett, Alex Forget, and Matthew Robinson not here tonight, so they are going to have a great run by all 3 of their drivers out here tonight for some team points.
Well, we've got several teams that only have 2 running this evening. Tire Slayer started out, I think, with 2 running, and TriStar Motorsports is down to 2 running. Right,
but they do take the best 3 and count the points there. So, seeing with when you start with a guy down, these guys too, they're going to kind of be on the back foot because they don't have another guy helping them here.
Gotcha.
But Nick Alves now up to 18th, and maybe he's kind of sitting this one back a little bit. I can't blame him. Might be an idea to just kind of hang back and let the race come to them.
We got Berger in the pits.
There we go. We also got Matthew Robinson out there in the chat. Bummer to miss tonight, but let's go. Yep,
all
we're
right.
definitely trying, and they can look up there. And I know we're not watching the lead, but Earhart is kind of pulling Raider back in by almost 2/10 now. I don't know if Raider's getting a little loose or something's happening out there. Right now, last lap times are almost identical, 23:64 and a 23:61 out of both these guys on their last lap times from the leaders. I don't know if Raiders falling off just a hair here, but it's not that crucial to see that happening. But check out Alice Forget and McDonald. Notice the speed.
He's got a fan out here, Alex does. Philippe Gagne is got all kinds of little happy horns going.
All right, we're going to see. And it looks like actually we might have a driver taking it back to the garage. Yeah, I think Kynan might actually be in the garage. I think Kynan, John Fike are in the garage. Greg Wood Jr., hate to see his first race, he's out. And Logan Romney is out. So So we've already got, I believe, 4 drivers down and out in the garage now. They're going to have to continue on. There we go. Jessica's even rooting on Alex.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, Alex is in well into the top 10 now. He's rocking around. Not too bad, you know. It really is, especially after some early trouble. He's getting back out there. There he is. Yeah, you can't tell me that man isn't zoned in right now. That's exactly what you want to see. You know, that's somebody who's cued in. Right now, that's Jet trying to get it going here. I know.
Yeah, because he's fixing the pass.
Yeah.
He's
right
got a lock on.
Yeah, well, Kevin Orlando, you know, is getting nervous. That 27 machine has nothing but a front bumper out for Jet there. That 19 Toyota getting a load of it, makes the sling pass, blocks him, and now takes off. So Alice Forget continuing the charge. 7th position's where he is, and you realize he started in 27th?
Yeah, he's got a fast car. I don't care what track we're on. It's sometimes it's just luck of the draw that he gets put back, but he is rocking and rolling as always tonight.
He's gonna have a lot of work left to do here. James Napier, this league looked fun to race in. It is. They even vet these guys, so when they race, you've got to race a couple races before they even let you into this feature race. So they definitely, if you were looking to try it out, worst case scenario, I mean, you can head to simtracksbroadcasting.com. We've got everything there, from even past broadcasts, things like that. You can tune in there, and even head to any league that I broadcast. Find their link, and then you can apply. These guys are always looking for drivers. I know there are 30 out here. I would love to see 43. I mean, they're definitely pushing to get as many drivers out here, and especially when they're doing so well. Trevor Earhart still reeling in Raider, but slowly but surely, but he's broken under the half-second mark.
Yeah, I see that. And now we have both Gilberts up here. Travis and Caleb Gilbert in 5 and 6.
Yeah,
and
we
Dunford's holding out in 4th. I mean, he's been 3rd and 4th, but he's holding his own.
Oh, yeah. Mayhem Motorsports real happy about that, getting him that far up there. Unfortunately, Dylan Smoot in the 92 machine, down 18th. I think he got kind of smoked out there. I hate to see that. Now, I mean, just all it takes is one wreck, and with it being a short track, you're right there. I mean, normally you can make most of your adjustments. You can make your wreck avoidances on a short track much easier than you can, let's say, Talladega or Daytona, because at 200 miles an hour, within a half a second, you're in it. You know, but here you can kind of wheel it around because you are on the brakes and you are able to make that adjustment. But no can do for some of these drivers, especially when you got one driver actually facing the field. But looking who's looking to have everybody else facing him. Trevor Earhart now in the second and is all over Robert Rader. So right now it's going to be Ford versus Chevy. The 53 still leading this one as he's gained 9 positions and trying to hold. Oh man, appreciate it, James Napier. I will catch you later, man. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, Raider now in front. Earhart trying to reel him in. Justice Murphy sitting back. Might want to watch this one come to him. These guys have gone a good bit since their last pit stop. Right now I'm showing these guys 50 laps on these tires and fuel. Last pit on lap 37. Remember the one who's offset this one. Drivers like Jacob Sirkovich, who pit on lap 45, and Tay McDonald, who pit on lap 45.
Here he comes.
Yeah, bad. Both these guys have a shot. Trevor Earhart underneath. Right now, the 53 of Robert Rader may be watching this one kind of swipe away from him. He's way upside, but I think, Rader's about to get loose.
Oh.
Yep, slides it right there. Right now, Justice Murphy watching all this happening in front of him.
And just saying, please, please, please keep going.
I think the discipline of continuing not to lock on and follow the faster driver here. Notice how Justice Murphy rotates back up and collects right back close to the wall. Oh man, as Raider leaves some tire streaks.
A little too close to the wall. Oh!
Oh,
you-
Justice blocks the lane here. Raider now on the bottom. Earhart has the lead.
Wow.
Yeah, this is some great racing here out of the top 5. Taking a look at really squaring in on the top 3 as I think Dunford was taking a peek underneath Justice Murphy here. Murphy getting blocked a little bit by the 53, and now, ooh, man, actually has the 36 of Christopher Berger sliding underneath. Should have known that from the neon wheels there. Oh no, 36 getting loose. Raider backs it up. I think he just he's going to need a race suit on that one. I think 36 is trying to send it on through. Right now, Christopher Berger, last time he pit was on lap 72. So his tires are much fresher than everybody else, so he may actually be able to pass the leader and get one of his laps back here.
I was going to say, either that or he is going to have to make a choice and maybe go high or go low.
Yep, there he goes, slides right around. Trevor just thinks the best of it. When you got 4 freshies, let him go.
There you go.
There we go. Justice Murphy just passed Robert Raider, and now the 56 is going to send it. 56 sends it. Gives it a little Chase Elliott move there and knocks the 53. Raider now getting bumped around here, and it looks like the win is going to be much, much harder for this 53 Chapman Environmental Services Ford. Watch Raider to send it back and return the favor. There it is.
Yes, he does.
Yes, Dylan Dunford, watch it now. The 53 and the 54. That's a beautiful view. Watching the two of these guys racing side by side. Caleb Gilbert slides now into 4th. Raider into 5th. Raider might be able to be out of some danger here, but check out who's sitting 6th. Tay McDonald trying to come back. Right now, Tay's going to be able to hold out longer than everybody else.
And look who has come back from the 20s. Jeremy Burns.
Yes, he has. Jeremy Burns now sitting 7th. Right now, the mountain man, they say there's no mountain high enough that he's able to continue this one. He is moving on through. Seems short track is working it here so far. Here's winner of Auto Club and winner at COTA. Still within striking distance of a win here tonight as he's sitting 7th place.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely within striking distance for him.
Jeremy Burns is down about 4 seconds off the back bumper of Tay McDonald as Tay McDonald spins out.
Well, at least he didn't spin into the pits and then have to go through a drive-through.
That is not what Tay McDonald wanted here.
No, but I was looking for a silver lining.
Let's see if we can find out what happened to Tay McDonald.
You think he was considering coming in and just got a little bit too much turn versus burn?
No, it shouldn't have been. Yeah, he was passing Alice Forget, and then it looked like something happened back here on lap 95. Oh, he hit the apron.
Yep. Okay, but he actually didn't hit the wall.
Yeah, he had a little clip of the wall there. Back out he comes. Man, oh man, oh man. Hate to see it for Tay McDonald here. So he now pit on lap 95 where most of these guys are considering coming down pit already. See if we can keep this going here. Trevor Earhart in the lead. Justice Murphy sitting 2nd right now. Best time out of Trevor Earhart was a 22.65. His last lap time was a 24.5. He's really got to start watching his time here.
Oh,
Justice
no.
Murphy.
Justice did it too. Oh, same. Whoop.
Yep.
Don't.
That's going to hurt his race. I mean, that's going to hurt his race bad.
Wow.
Wow. That was huge. So now I think some of these guys may start communicating, say, hey, man, you get down on that apron. It's going to be slick as ice out there.
Well, I think I kind of made a comment about that at the beginning of the race, is that pit lane and their stalls are concrete, and they're out here running on asphalt. So when they think they know what their brakes and what their turning is going to do, it may do something completely different once they get down in the bottom there.
All right, well, it looks like Trevor Earhart had no problem. As long as RC and iRacing said he came in the pit road A-OK, he should be all right. Raider now regains the lead. Jeremy Burns now sitting second. And Brandon Richardson has yet to pit.
Ooh.
Lap 37 here. He's sitting third. Plenty of smoke all over the track. These guys are really trying their darndest to find a good angle and really what the pit strategy is. So as soon as these guys in the top three decide to pit, that is going to determine where everybody is. Raider, Jeremy Burns, and Brandon Richardson are the only three who have yet to pit. And you, man, you wouldn't believe who's going to end up in the lead when these guys pit.
Forget.
That it is. Alice Forget pit on lap 93. And right now, he is setting the pace. He's up 23 positions, and he may gain the lead here. And right now, Alice Forget, he can road race, he can super speedway. But if there's one thing he can do is short track. Well, I saw last year in Dover, Alice Forget was on a move. And really was, yeah, he was putting on a clinic there. And then just ended up with some pit road problems. So right now, here he is slinging into second, and the only person that is left is Jeremy Burns. Burns on his way down pit. So Alice Forget will get this number one position, and guess who's second? Travis Gilbert. Way to resurrect his race.
No kidding.
Coming
there we
back,
go.
And here he is now in the second position.
All right. And we have Orlando Thorpe back up here again where he started. And Tay McDonald is back up here.
Yes. Yeah, Tay McDonald trying to keep it going here. He did pit on lap 95 as well. And Wayne Lowe last pit on lap 70. So he's actually sitting there top five. He's going to be coming down pit much
pretty sooner.
Yeah, a lot sooner than everybody else. Unfortunately, he's going to be coming down about 20 laps earlier than everybody else. Travis Gilbert now in the second. Alex now has the lead, and he's ahead by a second. And talk about working all the way back to almost 5 seconds to Kevin Orlando. Kevin Orlando not too bad here with the sitting top three. Right now he'll be under fire by Grant Thorpe here almost immediately, as these two guys are about the closest here on the track. Rotating on our way through, Wayne Lowe and Tay McDonald. There it is. Tay McDonald now breaks back into the top five. And right now, I know for some of the drivers out there saying his power shifting or him trying something a little different for Tay McDonald, right now it is working. As we break halfway past the race, he's only got 4 more drivers to resume his lead back in the front after a terrible pit stop time that cost him almost 2.5 seconds and almost 4 positions. Right now, looks like Wayne Lowe is on the march back as Michael Bennett takes over, now sitting 6th. Remember I said Bennett is the fan favorite here.
That is true. After what do you call it? The real race, the non-league races.
NIS.
And thank you. I could give you 4 other things, but I couldn't think of the right one.
All right, Jessica out there getting exactly what she wants tonight. Alex Forget leading this one here. 26 possessions. You want to talk about flipping the script. Passing almost the entire field here and now leading the race. Welcome to short track racing. Michael Bennett now sitting 6th. He's up 8th. Trevor Earhart, remember he was leading the race. He's 7th.
Okay.
He's got some work to do. He'll be following behind Michael Bennett. Brandon Dunford sitting 8th. Circovich 9th. Wayne Lowe in the 10th. And
well,
now,
there's
like
one
I
we
said,
haven't heard of tonight is Circovich.
Yeah, Jacob Circovich, he did pit on lap 93. Remember I said he kind of offset pit there earlier when he had some trouble earlier in the race.
At the 45 mark.
Yeah,
okay.
So right now the BDE Motorsports pretty happy about Jacob Circovich now sitting pretty high up in the top 10, at least 9th. Nick Alves sitting 11th. Robert Raider down to 12th. So some late pit stall time may have cost some of these guys. As I believe, where's Jeremy Burns? Down here in 17th now.
Yes, I mean, wow. The seems like the pit stops here are absolutely killing people.
Oh yeah, look at Linda out there rooting on Tay. Tay's still working it here. He's sitting 5th. He's got a lot of work to do to get caught up to Grant Thorpe, but it's only a matter of time. Right now, Les Forget leading by over a second here. I do want to take a peek at Jeremy Burns, who I think is about to go lap down here, and look at the 19 machine on a tear. Right now, that is Alex Forget right behind him here. Jeremy Burns trying to stay on the lead lap here. If a caution comes out, I believe he may be the lucky dog. Right now, Caleb Gilbert is actually 20th position, a lap down. He would actually be the next one who would be, if I'm not mistaken, no, Hannah.
So Hannah and
Zach
then
Hannah.
Rickich.
Yeah, Zach Hannah, Wreckage. I know Dylan Smoot slides in here somewhere. I think Smoot may be under fire too.
Yeah, he's the very last one on the lead lap.
Yeah, right now, Alice Forget not happy about not being able to get around these cars, as it has now cost him. He had a quick slide here, and guess who's reeling him in? Travis Gilbert, kind of watching this all unfold and really starting to come into play. Travis Gilbert here taking a ride along with the number 22 Ford. Notice the gearing. So no 5th gear here for Travis Gilbert.
I was gonna say no gearing. Okay.
Yeah, so 4th gear's run
There it
for him.
is.
So maybe trying to squeak out a little more, seeing that he's reeling him in to half a second. No need to continue digging, he's got it. So let's see if this Ford can catch the Toyota, but we'll kind of rotate through the track. Nick Alves. Nick Alves now to 11th, trying to follow Robert Rader, but Rader way off. About 2.5 seconds ahead of Nick Alves here. Rotating on the way through the field. Let's see how Jeffrey Israel down to 14th. Unfortunately, he's lost 9 spots along with Justice Murphy. They talk about that spin out he had down pit. He goes from 2nd position down to 13th here. So just
but we still have a lot of road to go.
Absolutely, and Justice Murphy now up to 12th, passing Parker here. Parker trying his best. You know, Parker's been doing a lot of work here trying to make sure he gets around. I knew there was tornadoes out toward the Missouri area. So I'm glad to see Parker able to link up and continue his run here. Right now, everybody able to scramble away from Alice Forget. Forget was on a run, but I think he ended up burning his tires up by the time he caught everybody. Taking a look at Jeremy Burns, now really turning and burning here. Looks like he gets around Wayne Lowe. Remember, Lowe pit back on lap 70 is the one out here with the oldest tires right now.
True. I was just looking at Performance Motorsports. It's got to be pretty happy. I mean, they've got all 3 of their attendants for tonight in the top 11.
Oh, yeah. Hold on just a second. We're taking a look at our fuel calculator, about to really getting the work put on him here by Tay McDonald. Tay McDonald working on him there. This may be a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Trevor Earhart now from 6th position, and this is really the squeeze here. Here it is. Grant Thorpe on the inside of Kevin Orlando. That gets him 3rd position. Now Kevin Orlando is going to have to hold off Trevor Earhart as Earhart slides underneath to Tay McDonald. Tay McDonald still trying to hold his own here. May just go ahead and slack off a little bit to get a better line. Trying to look for some fresh air is Tay McDonald, and 73 is going to follow behind Trevor Earhart. As soon as Earhart can get moved here, the 73 is going to see if he can slide underneath Kevin Orlando here. Right now, Kevin Orlando and Tay McDonald, both teammates. But Tay McDonald has been very fast all race, so Kevin Orlando may go ahead and let this one slide. Tay McDonald gets his way around and now is broken back into the top 5. Excellent job here by Tay McDonald, but he has got to figure out how to see if he can kind of thwart what Trevor Earhart is doing here. Is Earhart now into 3rd. So he moves up, and now Earhart has to make up a 6-second gap to catch back up to Alice Forget, who's in the lead.
Wow. Yeah, that was a nice little horse race there.
Yeah, no short pit stops for any drivers out here on the track. Everybody, 4 tires and fuel. So really, as early as it is in this race, lap 125 out of 200, it starts making some of these guys question. The crew chiefs are now looking at the tires, starting to wonder, all right, how was the wear? Do we need left side tires? Obviously, we need a full tank of fuel. We got at least another green flag stop after this, if not another, seeing that there has been no caution out on the track for quite some time. I believe last caution we had was, if I'm not mistaken, back on lap 48. Was the last
That's
time.
why I love this league.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, so it definitely stretches out, and I love, definitely broadcasting these leagues that are not running caution after caution after caution. It really gives a great run. But I believe out there in the infield car care center, I've got Ted Rekich out here, who may have ended up into a lot of trouble out there. Ted Rekich, got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, man, dude. All right, what happened is, unfortunately, you end up in the 23rd position here tonight. I take it you had to take it back to the garage.
So the weird thing was on the restart, which it was just a racing deal. Blake dove in the one. Clean. I mean, it was clean, but I had Grant up on like a half lane, and it kind of forced us 3 wide. Well, Blake didn't obviously notice, and I kind of got sandwiched in between him and Grant. I was trying to keep it off Grant on the outside, and it gave me major toe link damage. And then I was kind of just riding around. I just dropped back, let everybody race, and then somebody off pit road just smoked me. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. It was Christopher Berger, just straight up just throttled, I guess, off the apron and didn't know car high as I was going into 3, and we doored each other, and it just broke. So a little frustrating. It would have been a fun race, but the race was really good tonight. I was surprised. We're seeing a little bit of passing.
Yeah, it was definitely a wild run out here. I know Christopher Berger, he's been running in kind of an offset pit stall times. I will probably say, he's been back there on lap 109, and I think he's running on fresher tires than some other people. I think it's he ends up being the faster car when everybody else is slowing down by almost a second. You know what I mean? And it's just I think just that fresh tire aspect. And then when you guys pit, he's actually on the older tires, and then now he's the brick in the road, and it just ends up being a problem. But Christopher Berger just with some early trouble. I mean, just I believe he had trouble back on lap 7, and problem back there on lap 48, which has really ruined his race. Ted Rekich, regardless, man, it has been just a crazy run out here at Richmond, and the racing revolution. I mean, look at how many cautions we've had. I mean, I think we've only had like 3 out of this short track, and that's not too bad.
Yeah,
I think one of those might have been the stage caution.
It's just a testament to the league, This is what these guys do. They come out, they perform, they try to take care of each other as best as they can. I mean, there was a couple bangers out there that we were adoring, but that's just part of it. And going forward, I don't know. I'd like to see who's going to win this race. My sim actually crashed. I don't know what happened, so I didn't even get to see any of the replays, but definitely looking forward to the finish. So.
All right.
It still got you stuck in 1 lap down, so it crashed, but it held on. It's still racing really well.
I went into turn 1, and it basically all F4'd me, so I don't necessarily know what happened. I made sure I pressed all F4, that way there was no caution for those guys. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. Thanks for pulling me in here. Appreciate it.
All right, Ted Rekich, appreciate you joining us, man, and hopefully we'll see you at the Bristol Dirt.
Can't be there.
Come
It's a
on.
sad thing. I love Bristol Dirt.
Come on. All right, well, I'll expect to see you at Dago. You'll like the beginning of the broadcast. I said you were going to send it 3 wide, and you did not disappoint.
Always, man. That's what you got to do.
Appreciate it, Ted. We'll catch up with you later, man. Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, everybody, that's Ted Rekich right now. Unfortunately, he has ended up knocked out of this one, rotating on through. Trevor Earhart is into second and has closed the gap, 2.5 seconds. He is off the lead. He is just past Travis Gilbert, who was in second, now is down to third. Grant Thorpe sitting 5th, Tay McDonald 6th, Raiders now sitting 7th. So a lot of shuffle up from the field here during the interview we had with Ted Rekich. Definitely some wild, I would say it's probably some wild and crazy driving out there. Jackson Lomax, there may be a possibility out there, bud, but I'm not showing anything here in my ticker that any contact was made. Amen. There's one thing this league is good about. If you've got to protest, that is one way to do it. All right, let's keep an eye on Trevor Earhart here, who's now trying to really pick up the pace here. Let's see if we can see from his angle. It should be him up there. You see him exiting turn 4.
Wow.
Yeah,
Way
so
up there.
Yeah, but it's still close. I mean, compared to the 6 seconds he had to make up, he's now under 2.
Agreed.
Still working his way around here. Trevor Earhart able to stay and maintain. Doing a great job out here. Right now, the top 16 cars, I believe, are on the lead lap here. And really trying their best to keep their head above water. Zach Hanna, Wayne Lowe, Christopher Berger, Caleb Gilbert, Trevor Keith, Brandon Richardson's a lap down, and Blake Cook is a lap down. Everybody else is taken to the garage. Ted Reckett, John Fike, Kynan Jones, Greg Wood, Jackson Lomax, and Logan Romney have taken it to the garage. I'm showing Jackson Lomax still, I believe, trying to fix that race car, but he's about up to 27 minutes here, so I hate to see that for him. Rotating on through, take a look. I believe Travis Gilbert might be under fire here, as it looks like Brandon Dumford's starting to come up with a boatload more speed. Raider watching that happen in front of him. You see it looked like somebody making some moves. Who is that? Ending up down on the bottom. I think that's the 54 machine of Caleb Gilbert. I think I just saw dive down into pits.
I thought somebody was going to pit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get that inside line, having some trouble fighting around out there. Alex Forget now 19, still leading.
You're talking about wreckage missing Bristol Dirt next week. Do you know that this track started out as a dirt track?
Back in the 50s?
Well, 1946 when it started. Yep, it ran for dirt for a long time.
Oh, caution!
Oh. What happened?
We are trying to see if we can find out what happened out there on the track.
I looked down because I thought I had a lull, and there you go.
Not good. Caution back out. Technically the fourth caution here of the night. One of them was already planned.
And Lomax is spotting for his team.
Yeah.
Excellent. Totally legal.
All right. Pit stop times are happening for everybody. Alice Forget, Trevor Earhart, Arizona sold in, considering coming down pit now.
I think so. 14th, 15th, 16th. Yep.
This is going to be pretty tight for some of these drivers right now. Alice Forget, I think, has just been given a lifeline, because now he may be able to squeeze back out there. I want to keep an eye on the biggest competitor right now who had been picking up the most pace. Does anything change? Nope, they got to hurry.
There he goes.
Out of pit road he goes. Where's Tay? Come on, Tay. Get out. Go.
Oh.
All right, out of pit lane these guys come. That is going to start a brand new pecking order here. Dave McDonald now sitting 8th. Now figure with the choose cone rule, things are going to change.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to take me the rest of the season to get used to that noise.
Alrighty, Stella, if you wouldn't mind, if you could rotate up to Team BDE or Element X, see if you can find RC and see what caused the caution out here tonight.
Alrighty.
Taking a look over top right now, I'm showing Alice Forget, Trevor Earhart, Travis Gilbert. And that'll be our guys 1, 2, and 3 as the choose cone rule kind of slices on through here. We're going to kind of take a gamble here of where these guys choose to go. Is the outside of the inside line been the most helpful? So far, I've noticed the inside line is fast for top-end speed early in the run, but not later on. Once it's later on in the run, that outside line seems to be the one that holds up the best, and they're able to continue and push their even farther out to see where that, how this ends up. Pace car lights are still on. Next time around, I believe they will start choosing lanes. I definitely expect to see Alice Forget, Trevor Earhart, and probably Travis Gilbert 1, 2, and 3 probably all on the inside lane. And they may put Brandon Dumford on the outside and allow him to march back, because that just that lane is not the successful lane to be in. I think some of these cars who stayed out, I don't think anybody stayed out, may have a wave around here. Zach Hanna last pit on 97, so he's going to get the wave around. Lane choice made. Oh man, Travis Gilbert going to go ahead and take the outside lane. All right, Stella, you are back. What ended up causing the caution out there?
We had a spin coming out of turn 2.
They say who ended up being?
Maybe 87. Take a look right in front of Rob Rader.
During the caution or now?
No. What caused the caution?
Okay, let's see if we can find Rob Rader here, and let's see if we can take a peek back during our yellow flag run here.
Yeah, he said it was just right in front of him.
Yep, was the 87 machine of
There
Zach
you go.
Hanna. Let's see if we can take another peek at it here. I think these guys are back under green. Let's quick hurry up. Oh, touch.
Yep.
Look
Oh,
out.
eep. Wow, that was a nice squeak pie.
All right, let's get back underway. Green flag, Alice Forget in the front. Look at that launch.
Nice.
Yeah, almost 1.5 seconds out front, but I believe we were right back under caution as Kevin Orlando may have gotten involved. Man.
Is that like a restart?
Yeah, I think so. We were under green. Something happened here. Let's take a look at it and see what happened. Let's take a look. Here was the restart. Right now, Kevin Orlando behind Michael Bennett here. Remember, everybody's on fresh tires. Kevin Orlando trying to squeeze an area here. Oh! Wow. What happened to Bennett?
We'll see in a... There we go.
Oh, Bennett hit the wall.
He did.
And the wonderful world of netcode.
Yes, because it never touched Kevin Orlando.
Oh my gosh.
And then took PJ out on the inside.
There's the contact with the wall. 27. No touchies.
Nope.
Wow.
That's painful.
Yeah, so Kevin Orlando and Parker Johnston got the worst of it here. Back under caution. Back down pit road. Kevin Orlando, Parker on their way out.
Now this is interesting. It shows Forget that went down in the pit?
Negative.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was going to have you give me a good old explanation of why he would do that.
No. If we have another caution like this, these guys may be able to make it to the end. Last pit on 143. We've been seeing about 50 lap stints, so that may be our last pit stop for some of these drivers. Everybody did pit on lap 143 until you get back there to Wayne Lowe in the 15th position, who pit on 144. Now, I got to admit, some of these other drivers who are a couple laps down will get this wave around, and we almost got Christopher Berger back onto the lead lap here.
All right. I always like to see people get back on the lead lap. It just makes you feel like they got a chance again.
Yeah. That's definitely a possibility. I mean, if anything can happen, Alice Forget has moved up 26 positions and has the lead. This is crazy. Right now, with the only thing I'm concerned with right now is Alice Forget here, running out of tire before we get to the end. We saw how Trevor Earhart was reeling him in. Ooh, he decides outside this time.
Correct.
Well, definitely he's able to get the run at the restart zone, and then he cuts down in front of Trevor Earhart. So, right now it looks like he is out there talking to his All his guys in Performance Motorsports, Nick Alves, Michael Bennett, Alex Forget. Trying to make it happen here.
Pace car lights are out.
Yes, they are. Alex Forget with a chance to win here. Definitely would love to bring it home. He's going to enter the Geico restart zone, and then it's all his. Away he goes. Outside line, I expect to see Travis Gilbert get the slide move here on Trevor Earhart out exiting turn 2. No can do as we are taking a look. Oh, man, trying to hold Earhart down on the bottom. Not letting him rotate up toward the top on those cold tires. He's going to have a hard time staying tacky.
I even got a little body English going on that turn.
Yeah, I figured a little bit of lean, and everybody's doing their seat right now as everybody's rooting on Travis Gilbert to make this happen. Travis Gilbert had a nose on him there for just a moment. No can do, not just yet. Everybody trying to figure it out. Oh, yeah, back into the inside, but we're back under caution.
Wow.
Grant Thorpe.
No, really?
Yeah, the fuel calculator got it this time.
He got it or he caused it?
Yep, let's go back to the yellow flag replay here and see what happened.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Boink. Uh-oh. Tay's trying to hold it.
Oh, Tay was loose.
Oh.
Grant went to rotate up. Oh, no.
Justice got him in the back.
Oh, no. Well, I gotta say, this would be really awesome from this angle. Yeah, you see Tay just turn just a little bit. Man, oh man, oh man.
It's interesting because, you know, we had a little bit of bumping going on right before that, too. Just in front of them with the 56. Brandon Dunford got in the back of somebody.
Yeah, and I bet you when they saw all that smoke, there was other things they were kind of keeping our eye on out there. I know Blake Cook, he was watching all that happen from in front. Definitely not looking good here. Let's see if we can take a look through his roll bar. Looks like he almost rear-ended Smoot there. All right, Grant Thorpe now down pit road. Out he goes. 25-second pit stall time. Parker Johnson down as well. 22-second pit stall time. Christopher Berger back down, coming down pit.
Interesting.
Caleb Gilbert coming down pit. Right now, this is not Gilbert's race here. He's been having a heck of a time. Right now, as high as he started, he's been having really this mountain that just keeps getting taller and taller for him. It's just not seeming to work out for the 54 machine of Caleb Gilbert. But Caleb Gilbert will have plenty of chances to retry. But our points leader is really getting it here tonight. Definitely short track racing really flares up tempers. There's a really, I wouldn't say an expectation, but you know, being able to come to a track like this and not have a temper at the end or during is really a feat in itself.
I don't know. I see some of these guys and they look pretty calm, cool, and collected. So they're seasoned. They can do this. They don't get road rage.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see if we can kind of tune into some of our drivers here. Come on. There we go.
Yay.
Well, Justice looks like he's having a good time.
Got a smile on Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Justice is laughing. Bennett's laughing.
Well, we are under caution here, Stella, and I would probably say everybody is A-OK and happy with this, but this is not going well.
We're missing Grant.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I believe Grant Thorpe I am missing. I am missing Brandon Richardson as well. And I'm missing Kevin Orlando.
Gotcha. These are our usual suspects.
Oh, yeah. Notice how we double file. Now we're starting to get serious. So I guess you want to blow off a little steam here before something goes on. I would definitely watch Trevor Earhart here. He's going to be the one that's he's going to be tough to beat. Jeremy Burns, I think, is fumbling around the top 10 here.
No fumbling. He is in the top 10.
Yeah, he's been working on it here. I think he's got Wayne Lowe or Jeffrey Israel right underneath him here. Yeah, Jeffrey Israel right there in the back. Israel blocked up there by Michael Bennett. Bennett trying to get back up to the front here. Bennett's been really working, and I think pit strategy may come into play, but Alice Forget is under fire. Trevor Earhart, watch that restart all the way. Now he's got to make it happen. As they rotate through 4, looks like Forget's only got about a fender on him. Outside line, here he comes. Oh man, he's trying to hold him off. Harder on the brakes as he swoops back in and takes the favorable line. But can he pull on through as he has to get on the gas a little bit late? Earhart rolls it in, and I believe Nick Alves may be in some trouble.
Yes. Oh, my heavens.
Jeffrey Israel, another week, another crash. Unfortunately, man, he is just a magnet of bad luck. I wonder if him and Justice Murphy have been trading magnets here. As I tell you, he has just been not getting anything going here. He has been obliterated each and every race. Grant Thorpe and Nick Alves made contact there.
That was Grant Thorpe in the back good again.
Yeah, it was. My. We'll take a look back and see what happens here with Grant Thorpe. This may have actually originated earlier. Oh, man. Look how loose Grant is. This is just Grant Thorpe.
Oh.
This was not the wreck. Grant Thorpe is all over the place right now. I'm wondering if he's fighting some damage. Let's take a look at Nick Alves. This was farther up in the road. Oh, boy. See the contact between Justice Murphy and the
unavoidable for Nick Alves.
Wow.
Well, there was several things happening here, because take a look over here with Bennett. It looks like there's a bit of a corner.
Yeah, I'm wondering if something's happening. And 34 gave him a shove. I want to see if I can actually find Michael Bennett and take a look out his roll bar here and see the contact between the 6 and the 12. Oof.
Gink.
Yep, right there.
Definitely saw some of that.
All right, let's rotate toward the top here. Stop. There we go. Top side, yeah, and that's where Nick Alves has nowhere to go.
Nope.
Boom. Yeah, you see Nick Alves trying to avoid it here. And Alves, boy.
Mm. Well, that'll kind of call it for a couple people this evening. Although, I always like to say we still have some more laps. That's getting old, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. Now Terry's out there saying, cautions breed cautions. That it does.
Oh.
Right now, I guess Sean Lattin would like to be out here as Raider is in the top 5. Tay McDonald is as well.
Look at that.
Yeah, right now I would love to see Tay McDonald, Trevor Earhart, Alice Forget, and Travis Gilbert go at it here. Right now, these have been the 4 fastest guys on the track all night. Jeremy Burns now sitting 7th. Some of these guys getting obliterated here in the back. Kevin Orlando was able to survive most of that wreck. Now sitting 13th. We are jumping around a little bit. Some of these guys are having some dipper opportunity trouble. But I would say here, Stella, is, this kind of just solidifies not needing to pit. They should be able to make it plenty on fuel now, as I believe since lap 148 we've just about been under caution.
Okay.
We've had probably about a spurt of about 5 or 6 laps and then back under caution, and then more trouble after that. So 148 we had some trouble. We had a caution right after that, about 152, and then we have one at 162.
Too many. Come on, guys.
Yep. All right, Jackson Lomax and Ted Records, take it to the box here, bud.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Back into the front. Trevor Earhart, Travis Gilbert sitting 1 and 2. Alice Forget is now sitting 3rd.
Okay.
May have been passed. Remember, he was side by side. Alves Forget chooses the inside line behind Earhart. Travis Gilbert determined he wanted the outside line. That moves Forget down to third. This may be dangerous. This allows Raider to be to his outside. Jeremy Burns right there to help him. Tay McDonald on the inside line. Green flag is away. Trevor Earhart, he's got to scamper and get away quick. Right now he's got about 20 hungry other drivers trying to get back. Travis Gilbert a little slow on the restart here, 3 wide. Yes. Right now Alex Forget, expect him to pull on through, and Raider to hold this outside line. Raider going to squeeze down Forget. Ooh, man, almost makes contact there, checks up a little bit, allows him on through. He'll live to fight another day, but we've only got about 31 laps left to go. Trevor Earhart definitely laughing out and looking out the rearview mirror at these guys duking it out behind him to come after him.
I do not think they are laughing anywhere right now. This is a cage match.
No, not with all these guys here in the back. Earhart, they kind of taking this one to the bank. He's got a half-second lead over top of Raider and Gilbert, but Travis Gilbert still holding on strong in the 22 Ford, trying to keep that 53 toward the top side. Forget, huge run into the turn, has to hit the brakes. Right now, I guarantee you this is starting to be a wild run here as Forget is a fast car trying to find some room. Smoking tires looks like from Travis Gilbert in the 22 as he is pushing that car as hard as he can into these turns. No one has an advantage here as they have all pit on lap 143. We've got less than 30 laps to go, 29 to be exact. Here we go. Travis Gilbert now blocking Forget. Forget slides around again. 19 machine not happy with the way the 22's driving, and he's going to fight him. Outside line for Forget as he now has third. Travis Gilbert still holding him here by a fender, and what a race this has become here, Stella.
Yeah, and it could stay like this too if we can keep that yellow flag away.
Yeah, Tay McDonald definitely is waiting for some green flag laps. He could probably use one more to bunch them back together as soon as he can get a couple more positions here. Tay McDonald still holds the fastest lap on the track, but it's matched with Trevor Earhart with a 22:48 out there. So what can he do to run down Trevor Earhart? He's got to get him side by side, if not start behind him again. Tay McDonald now sitting fifth. Travis Gilbert in the fourth. And Alex Forget third. Definitely now starting to get some separation. Trevor Earhart looking to see if he can get another win here in this league. This is looking really good for him so far.
That last turn, Brandon Dunford was sending it on the inside. Ended up having to check up with a nice little block by McDonald.
Yeah, right now, Jeremy Burns, the only one with multiple wins here. He has 2. Caleb Gilbert has 1. Trevor Earhart has another. And Kevin Orlando also has the win, but like I said, he has lost his playoff run, even though he got the win. 25 laps left to go this time by. Taking a look at Alex Forget. Got a lot of people out there rooting him on here, taking a look. 22 machine of Travis Gilbert on the outside. Definitely look at him hold it side by side here. Holy cow, Alex Forget trying to hold him off here. 22 machine back into the screen. What happens here? Side by side, yes. You gotta love it right now. The Toyota against Ford. Right now, Alex Forget rotates up a little bit, trying to push that 22 out of shape as they fire out of 4. Right now, still side by side. No can do for Travis Gilbert as Forget is determined to ride him up the track. Takes it another lane up. Yes, definitely pivots off that move. 19 going to ride up the track again, see if he can keep that 22 from coming down on him. Because that outside lane is exactly where you want to be, right about that dotted line, and Forget knows it. Got it. Third place for Alex Forget. Right now, Trevor Earhart only ahead by about a little over half a second over Robert Raider, sitting second. That'll be the closest Raider has gotten to a win.
Yes.
So far, Justice Murphy, he's back up to 8th. He's following behind Jeremy Burns, but the battle between him and Burns now starting to heat up. Justice Murphy trying to get it aside on him. Side by side, now he rides him up the track. Boy, you can tell what it takes to pass here at a short track. You definitely want to ride toward the inside, ride that guy on the outside up toward the wall and make him scared. Jeremy Burns is not scared at all there. As you can see, he actually leans into the gas there to keep it going. Right now, the Mountain Man's sitting 8th now as Justice Murphy has got that 7th position, but that's for now. Side by side they race with 21 laps left to go. Battle starting to heat up now between Tay McDonald and Travis Gilbert. Travis Gilbert under fire again. Tay McDonald, here he comes. Tay McDonald now into 4th, and right now he needs some fresh air. If he can get some fresh air to the nose of that car, he may be able to really pick up the pace here. Tay McDonald now has 4th. Brandon Dunford got a hold of Travis Gilbert as well. Dunford, he pit on lap 143, is now starting to open it up. Contact. Brandon Dunford in the 56 Toyota now starting to block Travis Gilbert. Travis Gilbert not playing that game, man. He might send a message. He keeps that up. Here comes Justice Murphy back in the pack. Holy cow. Fan favorite of Michael Bennett. Kind of everybody rooted him to get it here. Now sitting 8th. Right now, a solid top 10 finish for him is about all he can hope for if this thing stays green. 18 laps to go next time by. Right now, Tay McDonald seeing if he can drum up a little more to see if he can get a podium position here, but Alex Forget's holding that spot. Earhart looks like he might be driving away to another win, so Terry, go ahead and get the beers out, man, because this now might be the time. But don't pop the cap just yet.
Nope, never do that.
Oh, man, Kevin Orlando sees a lot of movement happening behind him. I believe Wayne Lowe just broke sideways, and now he's on the march back. Down to 13.
Oh,
contact. No. Wayne Lowe is around Sirkovich, made contact, and Sirkovich lets off the gas. Look at that. No caution. They keep it back on the track, but that makes a huge gap. Right now, they are looking at least 2 seconds before they can catch Grant Thorpe, who's the last one in this line behind Nick Alves.
Wow.
All right, Terry said he ain't going to do nothing just yet. Raider behind by a second now. Trevor Earhart, fortunately, nothing in front of him. Let's take a look. Clear skies, baby, so he has no trouble as of yet. So it should be all Trevor Earhart's race if he can keep it clean. Raider may try to open it up, but Forget is trying to catch up to Raider. And he is. He's all over him now. Battle for second. Oh, man. And we imagine if Forget could break across Raider if Earhart would have enough time to get away. Right now, Forget would have to pass him here in the next couple of laps to have a chance. 19 Machine going to have to really hold on to it here. Alice Forget really keeping pouring on the coal here. He's got to keep it going. Look at the concentration. He's keeping it on. Oh, man. Man, he's wheeling that car around right now. Don't get nervous.
Yes.
We'll pull off him because I think he knows he's tuned in. Let's check out Rob Raider here in the front. Raider trying to wheel this Ford around here to catch that Chevy. I'll give a shout out there that we are led by a Chevy, Ford following, and the Toyota sitting 3rd. I do always like to take a quick eyeball check. I know, watch Raider. And you see how he races around. Watch his eyes as he checks up at that rearview mirror. That 19 makes contact. He's in him. Watch it. Wheel it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hold it. Hold it. Caution. Boom. Nick Alves.
Nick. Oh. Yep, that is definitely a caution-worthy event.
Out of anybody else on the track, Raider just got kind of hammered here. It looks like that right rear tire is locked up. But Alex Forget and Tay McDonald needed this.
And Earhart did not, because now they're going to be right back up, against him. He lost all that cushion.
Oh my gosh, the contact. That was insane. We got to see this again.
Roll it back. There you go.
We got to see this again. Alice Forget with a huge run here. Boy, that looks...
Yeah, you need an overhead, I believe.
Yes, we do. All right, let's take a look from our Goodyear blimp view. Man. Let's see if we can find something else here. I definitely want to break this down here because I want to take a look maybe from Tay McDonald and take a look out the front here. Man. Well, Stella, what do you see?
Me? Missing my contacts.
Yeah.
Well, I like to watch the lines on the track, and that is sometimes the only way you can tell who's going up and who's going down.
Yeah, and that's almost what it seems like here. I just can't confirm here, but that was a nasty wreck right here. And I know fingers are going to be pointed in every direction. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Rob was trying to block there or something. It looks like Forget had a heck of a run and looked like he might have had that line.
And I think he was able to keep going. Yeah, he is still holding, Oh. Okay, Berger must not have pit because Earhart is in 6th now.
Well, pit stops happened. And here's how it's going to play out.
Kinda.
Christopher Berger decided to stay out. He's now going to be in the front. Right now, I believe, if I am not mistaken, Mr. Christopher Berger, I believe, is on the lead lap. So he is going to be our new leader. Alice Forget had a 10-second pit stall time. Justice Murphy, 9.5 seconds, sitting third. Michael Bennett, just under 10-second pit stall time, sitting fourth. Jeremy Burns now fifth, just under 10-second pit stall time. Trevor Earhart had a 4-tire pit stop, along with Tay McDonald.
Okay.
Yep. And everybody else from there on back took 4 tires except Jacob Surkovich, who is now 11th.
Interesting. With 8 to go.
Yeah, so this could be a wild, wild turn of events here, how this one works out. Right now, Christopher Berger has yet to pit. His tires were last put on at 157. This could be a huge move here, as the inside line may be in some trouble. I give it to Christopher Berger for trying it out here. With 8 laps to go, worst case scenario, he may stop in the 10th, in the top 10, which is a heck of a lot better than the 2 or 3 laps he was down this race. But right now, if you're Michael Bennett, this is a bad spot. You know, right now, if you're Brandon Dunford, this is a bad spot. But let's see how it unfolds here as the green flag is out. Here we go. Great restart here. Let's see how they dive into turn 1 and 2. Outside line for Jeremy Burns. Burns gets way loose, and we got a car around.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
Nick
Nick's
Alves.
flying over the wall. Oh, wow.
How is Nick Alves still moving?
To 2 broadside things, and now this? I don't know. It didn't tow. Go, buddy!
He survives. Let's take a look at this. Nick Alves here on the outside.
Okay.
Remember how Jeremy Burns went. Now the 22 I think gets loose. There he is. Look how he's getting loose. Tay McDonald's trying to hit the brakes. He's trying to figure it out.
And that
Surkovich makes contact. Oh my God. Look at the 34. Like the waves part.
Yes, that's just
Parker Johnston. Jeffrey Israel.
Gonna...
Come on, get out of there.
Oh, go.
Get out of there. He made it. Oh my gosh.
I think so.
And
I think
Blake
so, unless
Cook.
he hits Surkovich at the end.
Blake Cook gets launched. Launches Nick Alves over the wall. Holy cow.
Good car. Gonna buy one of those. Turns the wheel and takes off. This will be interesting.
I tell you what, he just can't get a break here.
Not tonight. Every time he gets close to the top 10, hey, knock him back in.
So Nick Alves down pit road. Jacob Surkovich is down pit with an extended time. We're looking at him parked behind Raider here. Looks like Caleb's on his way back in again.
Thank you, Terry.
This is actually Caleb Gilbert's 10th pit stop.
Man. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it, Terry. Definitely a wild one out here tonight.
Gonna be a shootout. Last 4 laps.
Look who is in second. No way.
Yes.
Michael Bennett may have the chance to win it here at the slurpsodas.com 200. Boy, would that be awesome if he was
That
able
would
to do
be
it.
great. But
Dude.
Berger has maintained his lead so far.
Yeah,
Let's
dude
see if
got
he
it.
picks in or out.
Yeah, I do got to admit, I do like that that back plate there of Mr. Berger.
Uh-huh. Looks
Look.
mighty handsome.
Yeah, I would like to see that make it in. All right. All right, Swamp out there saying go for broke Burns. Burns, I think, tried to send it in a little too hard. He had some trouble. Ted Rekich is rooting on Bennett. Bennett right now in the hot shot seat. And Terry Earhart saying Trevor's got it.
Oh.
Trevor's got it with
about it.
tires.
He is the first one with 4 tires here in the top 10. Everybody else took those short pits.
No, Brandon Dunford.
Huh.
Brandon Dunford also got a 4-tire pit stop.
Okay.
Yep, so that 56 machine that looks like Chase Elliott is going to have a chance here.
I like.
But this is going to be a wild stack up here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right now, Michael Bennett. He is going to try to hold off this field because Alex Forget is going to fire the 21 machine, and they're going to try to use the 36 to jam. Right now, Bennett has to have the best restart of his career because this is going to be huge. This is the one.
3.
Right now, Michael
2,
Bennett has got to make it happen.
1,
there he goes.
go.
He's got it. Oh, did he launch? He might get a black flag, though.
Oh,
Justice Murphy is dumped here.
he is.
All right, let's
And no
stick here with
caution.
Michael Bennett. Right now, he's got to hold off Alice Forget. Right now, Forget close to the wall. 2 laps left to go. We'll take a look back at Justice Murphy after the race is complete, but right now, Forget is all over the bumper here of Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett's board has got 1 lap to keep him behind him. Let's see if he can go. Let's get it going here. Right now, Michael Bennett here in the lead. All right, oh man, he's trying to hold him. Trying to hold him off. Michael Bennett trying to keep it going. He's only got 2 turns to keep that 19 Toyota off of him. Alec Forget locks him up into 3. And right now, Michael Bennett has won the slurpsodas.com 200. He gets a win. He didn't get one last year, but he gets it this year.
Outstanding, gentlemen. Outstanding. Oh, my heavens.
Right now, Performance Motorsports has a winner in the winner's circle here, and right now he is going to be heading to the playoffs. Holy cow. Michael Bennett gets it right now. That poor guy has yet to get a win in Season 1. He didn't get a win in Season 2, and he's got it. Mr. Restrictor Plate gets it here at Richmond where there's no restrictor plate. He gets it right now. You see, that is the entire Racing Revolution team.
It's like a bunch of frogs, if you ask me.
Well, if you think about it, how many times Michael Bennett has tried to win it, he has yet to been able to do a burnout here in the Racing Revolution League. This is his chance.
Look at that. They hardly ever do this. Oh, so perfect and pretty. 1, 2, and 3.
He has finally got a win. Do your burnout, sir. You earned it.
No, not the lawn. Is this the nose-to-nose burnouts? Whee!
I got to give it to Alex Forget. What a great run that was. Right there at the end. And man, he put up a fight. And you can't say Alex Forget didn't do everything he could.
He was right on him, boy.
All right, and hopefully we'll catch up with Michael Bennett here very, very soon. Because I've got to know how he did all this. What a great run here by Michael Bennett. That was an excellent, excellent run here. Let's take a look at our race results and see if you can find where your driver ended up. Michael Bennett with the win here tonight at the slurpsodas.com 200. Alex Forget in second, and Brandon Dunford was third. Jeremy Burns, the mountain man, slings it from 7th to 4th.
Not a bad showing.
And Trevor Earhart with a 5th place finish. Hate to see it for Tay, but still a top 10 here. 6th place for him. Dylan Smoot, 7th. Grant Thorpe, 8th. Wayne Lowe, 9th. And Travis Gilbert sitting 10th. All right. I know we got a bunch more drivers out there. Unfortunately, some of them a little connection problems, some of them with a little more other trouble out there. I do want to rotate back before we go ahead and catch up with our drivers. What happened to Justice Murphy out there right here toward the end? Oh, the stack up.
Mm-hmm. You call that the accordion?
How? Man. I think it says Zach Hanna had a problem out here too, but I think that was...
Oh. Little bit.
Yep. Alrighty, everybody, hold on just a moment. Let's try to reel our drivers down. All right, everybody, and we are back. Brandon Dunford in the 56 Toyota. Man, talk to me about Mayhem Motorsports in this race here tonight.
Man, I feel like Mayhem we really showed out tonight. Dylan Smoot, he had a couple issues back there, but, I put that old 56 up there in the front most of the night, had a couple issues here and there, but just a super exciting performance for us, over here. And just happy that we were able to put it on a podium. Definitely a disciplined track. You got to be pretty disciplined to run it.
Yeah, I would look at kind of back at your runs. You were very fast at the beginning. You kind of lulled out in the middle and then had a great long run speed toward the end. Was that just tire conservation, or is that just how the race kind of came about?
It was a little bit of both. I'd set the car up for longer runs. That's where I had, the best speed, I felt like. And then in the beginning, I was just kind of testing a couple different things. I knew it was a long race. I knew I had time to kind of mess around and do different stuff on the track to see what did work and what didn't. So that's kind of where that fall off happened, pushing the car a little bit too much. But yeah, it was definitely set up for long run speeds, and it showed it, for the payoff in those long runs that we did have, having to pit under green and stuff, because this is a hard track to pit under green. So you want to make sure that when you're, those long runs, that you're able to get the car down and rotate it and not spin yourself on that apron there. So, yeah, it was just a bunch of trying different things to see what would work and what wouldn't, man.
All right, well, definitely a third-place finish is going to do great for you here in the points run. Give me your shout-outs here, because that was that was great, dude. That definitely doored a few people. Justice Murphy looked like he ran into you right there at the end, but I'm not sure what accordion happened there, man. But give me your shout-outs, and let's see how you can do it, Bristol Dirt.
Yes, sir. Well, obviously, want to shout out for Mayhem Motorsports. You know, Dylan and Dylan, my teammates. Obviously, got to give them respect. And then, man, just Michael, Alex, Jeremy, Trevor, Tay, Dylan, Grant, all the guys, man, up there running. Justice. I mean, yeah, we got into a little bit of door banging there, but you know, all good. But yeah, just want to thank all the guys for the competition, everything that y'all do, everybody that has a part in making this happen, all the admin. Just want to thank them as well. It's just a super fun league to be in, and super exciting to be up front when it comes to the end.
Oh, yeah, definitely one of the more professional leagues you can find out there. Congratulations on your third place win, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And a heck of a professional interview, too.
Yeah, no kidding. I should have said third place finish, not the third place win. Good Lord, what am I getting into now? All right, let's move to our second place finisher here. Alice Forget. Oh, boy, wow, what a run. Alice Forget, talk to me here. What a wild run this was, man. This was crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was a crazy race, but for once, I had a feeling that I had the control of my car. It was loose. Was very loose, but I had a very good feeling about tonight.
Yeah, that was a crazy run, and I got to say, you know, I was kind of telling people that there is no way you didn't have any opportunity there. You made it, and we saw the tires lock up on the way in the last turn. I mean, dude, you gave it all you had.
Well, I gave it all on the entire race because I started back in 27. I got loose on my first qualifier lap. So that screwed both my laps. So at the beginning, I told my teammates, you know, tonight I'm just going to have fun and we'll see how it goes. I had some bad moments. Robert and the 53. At the end, I got a big run in ring one and I tried to lock up to not hit him. That was not good. But apart from that, gave it all. That was crazy. It was a crazy race overall.
That was. You led a good bunch of the race. Do you think, you know, that contact with the 53, we are looking at that damage there to the front of that Toyota. You think that may have been some of the issue you had getting rotated around here in the final stages of the race?
No, not really. At the end, it didn't really matter. When we launched off with my teammate, it was crazy. The green went out, and it's like the inside line checked up at the beginning, so we just went off by ourselves. At the end, I had a run. I was this close to hitting him, but M3, I tried to go to his outside, and I locked up. I just simply locked up. That was my mistake, and that gave him the win, and I'm really happy for him. Very good performance for us, teammates 1-2.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really happy about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Go for Broke Racing coming in 1-2 at Atlanta, and now Performance Motorsports coming 1-2 at Richmond, and really what a fantastic finish it was. I mean, you really have put on a show, and I would probably say, you know, just looking from the outside in here, Alex, is you seem to have these short tracks down to a science. You know, you come here to Richmond, you dominate. You go to Dover, you dominate. You know, it's just you're getting much better at road courses. You know, where's the weak point in Alex Forget's game here?
Luck. Mainly luck. So I'd call super speedways my biggest track that I will have bad luck. And then road course are not my things. I will survive. I will be able to survive, but they're not my things. So these are my two weak points that I need to get better at.
All right, man. Well, we'll see what you can do at Bristol Dirt. I would probably guess that is not going to go well, man.
Yeah, well, it's going to go as well as I do in road course. Survive.
All right. Well, that's all it takes, man. A little consistency, and everybody can make it to the end. Alex, give me your shout-outs here, man. That was an awesome run.
Well, tonight I want to shout out to the amazing sponsors that sponsors our races to the entire year, and you guys at SimTracks for giving us an amazing broadcast. I was seeing you guys right there. You are on my second screen right there. So I was looking at it time to time. I was watching the race happening behind. That was really nice. So I want to thank you guys, and oh yeah, it was a very nice race.
Don't forget to thank Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica's out here watching you, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. I forgot. I completely forgot.
She's been giving you hearts. She's been big. Let's go.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm not watching the chat or anything. Oh, I'm
We tried
sorry.
to save him.
I know.
All right, Alex. Well, I think you got a hole to dig out of. We will catch up with you next week, bud.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You too.
Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
All right, there's Alex Forget. Really, he's gonna be nervous now. He's like, "Oh man, he done it now." All right, that goes to our race winner here, none other than Michael Bennett. Oh, I am so glad to see
Boy.
this guy finally getting a win. This
You
is
called that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I didn't quite know why you called it, but it worked out.
Well, that NIS race definitely paid off, and now he has gotten plenty of practice here. The number 14 Ford, the Slurp machine, Michael Bennett. Man, from my tenure with you guys, this is the first win I've seen you get here, bud.
Yes, sir. Finally.
Well, you promised me, and I could probably post the message along with this. You told me we're not going home, and we're not making it into the playoff on points. I'm getting a win next year, and that you did, sir.
Yes, sir. Yep. I wanted it here, man. I put in a lot of work at Richmond this week, with a lot of different guys, and I wanted this one so bad. I'm so glad I got the win here.
All right. Well, you have come across the nickname Mr. Restrictor Plate here, the same as Dale Earnhardt. Yet we're at a short track and we've got a win. I mean, you told me before you've got an NIS win under your belt here, and that's not an easy feat in itself. How hard was it here at Racing Revolution to overcome that same thing?
It was way harder. I race a lot of these guys in here have way higher I ratings than me. They are undoubtedly faster, and it's good for me because I learn a lot from them. But racing in here compared to NIS it's a totally different league. These guys are so good, and really what it came down to, like I think I told you before the race, was just that tire conservation. I found myself with a lot of help from the 12 car saving tires really well, and it paid off for me.
All right. Talk to me here in the last few moments on that last restart. I noted out there that was the most important restart of your Racing Revolution career here. How was the mindset, when you line up next to Berger there at the run, and then you've got Alex Forget breathing down your neck right behind you?
Well, so when we were coming to the choose, obviously Alex is on performance with me, so we basically just made up our mind. Wherever he goes, we're going to go the other way. Got a really good jump. I don't know what happened to Berger when we initially, it was like he kind of went and then stopped, but it threw the green. And so me and Alex took off, and now Alex kind of pushed me out there too. And then from there, it was just me and him in turn 1 and 2 on the last lap. He was going to try and race me for it. And then 3 and 4, he locked it up. And I went through real smooth and went across the finish line, man.
That was it, man. Christopher Berger
Yes,
last pit on lap 157. And everybody else had pit almost 30 laps later than that. I was wondering if any of the restart would have come away with that. But, man, dude, I thought between you and Alex Forget right there at the end, that was going to be a shootout. That last lockup secured the deal and really put it away for you here. But you would talk about winning here. You win the SlurpSodas.com 200 here in the Slurp machine. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Oh, man. Dude, it feels good to get this one in victory lane. This is a new business venture. I'm kind of going in with somebody on. We're real close, but it's gonna be a soda shop in Phoenix. So yeah, it's so awesome to get this one here, get the name out there, really start marketing. And obviously, thanks so much to you guys for allowing us this opportunity to be able to do things like this.
All right, don't get nervous on me, man. Talk to me. A soda shop. What all does that entail?
Yeah. So basically, it's gonna be like you'll go in. We'll have a base brands of soda, Coke, Dr. Pepper, things like that. And then you'll basically be able to mix and match different flavor add-ons. Vanilla, cherry, all kinds of things. We'll do some Monster Energy stuff, or maybe not Monster Energy specifically, but energy drink stuff. Things like that, kind of like a coffee shop, but for soda.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, Michael Bennett, we head to the dirt track of Bristol. What's your confidence level after this win?
Well, it's kind of totally not related for me. We've got a lot of guys that have come in this year that are dirt track specialists. So my idea for Bristol Dirt is just go out and have fun. And honestly, I guess the one thing that is related is that the pressure's kind of off now. So I can go out here to Bristol Dirt and just have fun and, kind of treat it like the truck race we did last season, and just have a good time.
All right, man.
Not that figure 8 truck race.
No.
No.
Hard to have a good time in that one.
Yeah, Michael Bennett smoked me at dirt too, so it was pretty rough between him, Justice, and Kevin Orlando. But I think Chris Schaefer is down with his wheel. But fortunately, that'll be one dirt guy you don't have to worry about out there. He may try to come back, but Michael Bennett, man, give me your shout outs here, man. I haven't heard you be able to do it from Winter Circle.
Oh man! First off, you guys for doing a great job with the broadcast. It's so awesome to get out here and do this every week, and it just elevates the entire thing. All of our great sponsors, especially Chapman Environmental, Ultimate Siding and Gutters, Butt Kicker, Slurp for putting the name on the car. Performance Motorsports, we've got a freaking awesome team this year. Looking forward to everything we're going to be doing, and big shout out to the 12 car. Even though we're not on the same team, we're still boys, and he definitely helped me out here with this race and kind of gave me that edge. And then of course Alex for there at the end, give me that push to get to victory lane.
All right, Michael Bennett, congratulations on your win here at the slurpsodas.com 200, man. They definitely you relish this moment, man, because you definitely did a great job. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Podcast is going to be fun this week.
Oh, yeah. All righty, bud. All right, everybody, and don't forget to tune in to the podcast that he speaks of, the Racing Revolution podcast. You'll be able to find out on their Facebook page of when they are doing it. That way you can kind of tune in, see what they have to talk about out there and other things that they have going on. But Michael Bennett coming away with his first Racing Revolution win here of Season 3. Stella, boy, we talked about it before, and we can talk about it again. Just the amount of relief he has to have here coming away with that win.
I remember seeing it on Earhart when we were able to watch just him.
Yeah.
Now I can just stay out of trouble, and run my race, get some bonus, get some, lead laps and some stage wins and move on from here. But I'm in.
Yeah, but there's definitely an opportunity for Mr. Restrictor Plate to win at either one of my Talladega races out there, and I definitely will hold him to it. But that is going to do it for us here at Simtrax Broadcasting. Once again, Stella in the booth with me, Patrick Morrison, and I once again, man, I just can't get enough of you guys joining me here each and every night. I know we had a little bit of trouble there in the chat earlier, but we are going to go ahead and square that off. Jessica out there, try to make it up with Alex. Hopefully y'all can square that away. All right, see you guys later. Be well, be safe, be kind. I'll see y'all next time.